You're wel- you're welcome. Oh yeah, indeed.
Roman the poet, waste of pain.
The Black Panther Party, that they can do anything they want to us. We might not be back. I might be in jail. I might be anywhere. But when I leave, you can remember I said, with the last words on my lips, I am.
You got my back, black hearted, who to trust. Targets on our back. Hey.
I am the people. I'm not the big. You got to make a distinction.
Through the rain and the pain, do you got my back?
The people are going to have to stand up against the big. That's what the Panthers are doing. That's what the Panthers are doing all over.
Hey, through the rain and the pain, do you got my back? Black hearted, who to trust? Targets on our back, us against the world. Loyalty, got me cool with that. This one for the hopeless, only wish is to make it back. Hold your head high, eyes wide, real niggas last. Yeah, real niggas last. Hold your head high, eyes wide, real niggas last. Poetry from the heart, yeah, it's something different. Born damaged with high hopes that these verses heal shit. Black heart emotions gone, this is shit we deal with. Little niggas with no guidance. See no worth in living, can't run forever. Just be ready to face all this real shit. Childhood trauma still damaged, I ain't looking back. How you love me with your loyalty, ain't showing that. Life a bitch, the streets be cold, be sure your soul intact. One life to live, once you go, ain't no coming back. Know the struggle, lessons learned. Now I'm to the bag, don't mean to brag. I've been the one, y'all just not knowing that. They ain't coming close to Golden Gate, couldn't bridge that gap. Niggas sound the same, originality is what they like. Everybody speaking gangster, then these niggas crash. Empty pictures got your mama sick, her baby didn't last. Survival of the fittest, father first, I gotta make it back. Money missing, seeing different, ain't nothing wrong with that. Sacrifices made and pain felt, that shit gon' count for something. Still missing joy, she was proof is beauty in the struggle. Gotta stand on 10, she get sick, I swear this life is hectic. Daddy thug and mama distant, lost due to cancer. 15 feeling lost, but fuck it. Niggas had to man up, every day you wake up blessing. Brody, keep your head up, never let up when you die. Then you get some rest, bruh. Hey, until then, through the rain and the pain, do you got my back? Black hearted, who to trust? Targets on our back, us against the world. Loyalty, got me cool with that. This one for the hopeless, only wish is to make it back. Hold your head high, eyes wide, real niggas last. Yeah, real niggas last. Hold your head high, eyes wide, real niggas last. Hey, through the rain and the pain, do you got my back? Black hearted, who to trust? Targets on our back, us against the world. Loyalty, got me cool with that. This one for the hopeless, only wish is to make it back. Hold your head high, eyes wide, real niggas last. Real niggas last, hold your head high, eyes wide, real niggas last.
What's good, everybody, man? What's good, everybody, man? This is another episode of Pull Up, the show boy Killer. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to See the Shooter. Got a cool show for y'all today, man. The boy Michael Rubin. Nigga had to apologize for the shit. I kind of got mixed feelings on the shit. You know what I'm saying? I got mixed feelings on what he was talking about because I think he kept it solid, but at the same time, I kind of feel like, you know, maybe you shouldn't have been the guy that said that. Just looking at your background and shit like that. Not you did anything bad or anything, but at the same time, like the side you come from, you can't even you know what I'm saying, you can't criticize the people that come from where you from. So I think it's the right message. but at the same time, you know, it could come off insensitive when, like, literally, you're somebody that comes from, we'll say a side. We'll say you come from a side that criticizes everybody and has the perception of most people, whether it be true or not. Some cases it's true, some cases, you know, niggas don't give a fuck. But your side can't necessarily be criticized. Y'all can say whatever y'all want about whatever side, but when people say stuff about y'all, even if it's not disparaging or anything, it's just saying the truth. And then you looked at a certain type of way. So there's a couple people that felt a certain type of way about the shit, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, you know, I know you seen the title, LeBron going to the Warriors. I know you said that's old news, but at the same time, it's a little deeper than what they said. I got a couple of different point of views with that. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get into Laker Nation. Then we're going to get into my boy Carcino. And then the last video that I seen that I wanted to cover was it was Adam 22. They was talking about the Michael Rubin situation, but in the midst of talking about the Michael Rubin situation, he talked about something that had to do with Offset, a rumor or some type of lawsuit or some type of situation like that, where it was like, like I didn't feel like he needed to bring that up, but at the same time he brought it up, and I'm sitting up like, damn, I didn't even know this was true. It kind of make you look into it like, damn, like was that what was going on? Like it's kind of weird, but I didn't feel like he needed to say what he said to make his case. I felt like his case was pretty good on whatever, you know, just standing on what he was talking about. You know, he was there with Wack, and I felt like he needed to bring the shit up, but you know, he did. So whatever. You know how we do with the tunes. I'm gonna play my boy Gotti. Then we're gonna get into the videos and get into the show. This one is called Just Watch. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Shit slap, nigga.
Hey.
Go hard. I'll go home.
May gang.
Medicine gang shit.
Hey.
About to trip on the flames, so man. Yeah.
Zigzag up and down the half, I'm a stunt devil. This badge turned it up a notch, I'm a stunt bezel. My bread got a twist to it, stasis on pretzels. Summertime pool party, how I done wet you. Bitch, I won't hit in the first date, I'm Mr. Bank. About to get that pussy whooped like I'm instigating. MDG the hardest out, the mothers imitating. Catch me perfect off the 1800, oh, I'm Henny tasting. You ain't worth no reply, you a nobody. Go ask about you, said you lied, you a nobody. Got a hammer, who you slide on, nigga, nobody. That gonna bitch out of shape and ain't got nobody. I fit on man and living great, I'm a dough chaser. Reaper heater, it'll leave you, it's a soul taker. Got my drill looking racist from these throat hangers. Pushing right and out of sight, I'm a dough slanger. Just because you bang a set don't mean you can't be touched. You rather stand and point your finger than sit in them cuffs. A phone caller off his ass or sit in the dust. I'm in love with the cash, keep the Benjamins cut. I'm town bound but out of town, sharper than night jamming. A couple hours I get down, that's when my flight landed. If she a goer, then I wanna have a nice standing. I keep a blower that'll blow your whole site scamming. Niggas don't really know me, they just name screaming. Talk out your neck, but be direct with all that lame speaking. Dressed in all black disguise for that flame squeezing. Left him laying eyes open like he daydreaming. Bloody nickels on the sexy OP Med gang. About to cop a white Benz or a red range. Ice and sticks around the click like the red wings. Squeeze a shoey at your top, that's a head rain. Gotti, and not the John or the Yo in front. The one that made his own rules of follow, I do what I want. 50 this, 50 that, I'm 100 up. No wonder why you talk behind my back, because you know the front. Switch, a point for me, I'm about to up the score. White flags, all I see, they don't want a war. What's the prices on that act? I don't want to afford. Gucci this and I left sacks to another store. Heard they try to count me out, I did the same too. Instead I'm counting out the stay, so yeah, I made look. This a life for the real, it's only page 2. This a life for the real, it's only page 2, yeah. I've been racing to the money while you watch, you just watch. I've been loading up this drummy for them ops, come get popped. I've been no talking involved since I was young, what you thought?
Hey, look.
I've been racing to the money while you watch, you just watch. I've been loading up this drummy for them ops, come get popped. I've been no talking advice since I was young, what you thought? Hey, go. And I've been racing to this money and my watch got that guap. I've been loading up this drummy on them ops, come get popped. Yeah. Only one baby. G-O-T. Go. Look, bitch. Skirt, yo. Fast lane, Gotti, man.
Hey, man. Shout out to the bro. Shout out to the bro. You know how we do it here, man. Always supporting everybody that we know and we fuck with that's doing some creative shit. It's trying to push the culture forward. You know what I mean? Trying to break the cycle like my nigga Corey always say, man. Speaking of that, man, we gonna get into, you know what I'm saying? This is the newest line from the boy Corey from the motherfucking rarest form, man. Y'all go check this out.
Nah, niggas all upset at how I ball and stack. Never ran a toad, I got a flawless rep. Day I went legit when I became a threat. No excuses for your failures after my success. We was both retarded, stupid for the set. Back to back violations over new arrest.
Hey, man, y'all go check that out. Now, this the thing, man. YouTube's so tricky, bro. With these videos and shit like that, sometimes with the music in the back, like that one thing to get a nigga all the way, get this whole video taken off and shit like that, man. That's just a commercial right now. That's on IG. Y'all go check out motherfucking Corey, you know what I'm saying, FR, Corey Rarest Form or Rarest Form Clothing or Rarest Form Strong Enemy. Y'all go check that out, bro. I'm gonna put the description up in the box and shit like that, so y'all can click on that. Y'all go check it out, man. Motherfuckers always got some good shit going on and shit. You know what I mean? Shit, I'm gonna run the commercial with my guy.
You're welcome. Oh yeah, indeed.
Indeed, man.
Shout out to the off the pull up hoodies that's about to come out. My man Killer about to have that locked in. I'm for sure gonna rock me one. And they go once again to the like and subscribe thing I was saying. If you see the off the pull up shirt and you want one, salute, you a real one. If you think it's a waste of time and you rather spend your money on Gucci and the same Jordans that come out every year, then you made it to the cornball circle. You know what I'm saying? Get you a hoodie. Get you off the pull up hoodie. Cause it's off the pull up. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man. Look, man, shout out to the boy Gotti. Same guy we were just listening to. Crazy shit is with these hoodies, man. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of these motherfuckers, it's gonna take a minute for niggas to start doing that. We gonna probably do raffles and shit like that and, you know what I mean, give them away before niggas start selling shit. Really don't want a whole bunch of people to have them motherfuckers unless you the bros or you support it. You know what I'm saying? If you the bros, you can get one. You know what I'm saying? Shit, niggas gonna try to damn near get it to you. Just send a shirt or I'll tell you how much I spent on a shirt or whatever the case may be. That'd be the only thing niggas contribute. Other than that, man, this for the supporters, man. But yeah, man, let's get into the first video. Well, Michael Rubin, he went on the Breakfast Club, I think last week, one of these days, and he was talking about he don't like black on black crime and black on black hate. He didn't use the word black on black crime because you know them is trigger words, which I respect him for not saying that. But at the same time, I mean, might as well should have. Now I got mixed feelings about the situation because again, I don't think he's lying. I don't think he wasn't telling the truth. It's just sometimes the messenger. Now the message is the message. I kind of go back and forth with that. But it's like somebody, in my opinion, it's like you being poor and you got to put on a shirt, or you not having another shirt and you got a shirt with a hole in it and you put the shirt on with the hole in it, and you know the hole is in your shirt. But when you go to school, you got people that tease you about that hole in the shirt. And then you got people that say, man, you got to do better. But then the people that tease you is just always going to sit around and be like, hey, nigga, you got a hole in your shirt. You holy ass shirt, nigga. And then the people that's telling you, man, you should do better, some of them motherfuckers either don't know your situation, think they know your situation, or they know your situation and don't really care, or what, or well, I want to say don't really care. They think telling you that you have a hole in your shirt is gonna make you change it, where it's like, nigga, all I got is shirts with holes in them. And I think at this point you already know, when you mention black on black crime and you say what black people should do, you're saying what black people have been saying for a long time. Now, everybody don't control everybody. You know, people do whatever the fuck they do. You know what I'm saying? It's some black people that don't identify with so-called being black. It's black people that identify way too much with it, or don't want to see nothing else. They don't see nothing else but black. And there's people in the middle. But the thing is, the struggle is the struggle, and the condition is the condition. I don't have a problem with what he said. I mean, only pushback I would give is, but never mind. I'm talking all this shit. Let's get into the video. I done said all this different shit, didn't pull the video up. So let's pull the video up, man. This is Breakfast Club. Shout out to Breakfast Club. Fair use, motherfucker. Don't take down the shit. This is for educational purposes and informing and all the different shit that it says up in the description, my nigga. Let's get to it.
Life is just getting started at 39.
Yes.
Right.
Yep. So moving on into other stuff. So yesterday, Michael Rubin, who was up here with us in conversation, had to come on Twitter and apologize for some comments that he made while he was here. Let's take a listen to the comments first, and then I'll get into the apology.
So one thing I've learned about black culture that I don't like is that black hate on hate.
Speak on that more. I heard you say that earlier, and I wanted you to expound on that. You said you don't like to see black people tearing down other black people.
Yeah, it's horrible. Two of you guys know me pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Anything I can ever help with, I'm always there. Like, why does someone want to bring somebody else down? Let's try to build everybody up. Like, I want everyone around me to do great. There's a little bit, and you tell me, you guys correct me if you think I'm wrong. I think there's a little bit of a black culture of like, it's black hate on hate. It's like that black judge that Meek had that hated on him and wanted to go extra hard on him. Okay. It's like, it's what people always say to me.
Bro, see how you said that? When you said it's like the black judge that want to hate on Meek, bro. Bro, this is what I mean about the problem. This is what I mean about like not knowing or think you know. Black people's problem is not the black judge, because most of us aren't black judges. It's only a small minority. If black people is 10% of the population, or what we like 13, 14 or something, if we're 13 or 14% of the population, what percentage do you think we are of the judicial system? Especially where Trump and other people recently made the first black chief justice, all of these type of different things and shit. Not first black, but it was a female. For Trump, I think it was the female of color or whatever the case may be. But it's not a lot. You gotta think this justice system been over for a long time. Who's the only most prominent person I could think of that it's like a black chief justice is what's the thing? It's about to make me mad. Can't think of his name. It's about to make me mad. Damn, I ain't gonna look it up. I'm unprepared. The name was right on my mind. I gotta stop smoking weed and shit like that. But Thurgood Marshall. That's the first person you think of when you think of that. Now, guess what? That was a long time ago, but the American judicial system there was an American judicial system when niggas was enslaved. When niggas was enslaved. So you gotta go out of slavery. You gotta get to where people at least start giving or looking at you where you can get an opportunity. You gotta build up. Then you still got Jim Crow. Now, there was people doing Jim Crow, but how many black people was in that situation there? Like The majority of black people in America they're not criminals, but they're outlaws, in my opinion. And this is killer. This is my opinion. When I mean by outlaws, you might follow the law all the way down to the T, but there's something outside of the line that you do. Something. Now there's a lot of black people that don't commit any type of crimes, period. They wouldn't steal a magazine. You know what I'm saying? But you got to think, when Rosa Parks sat in the front of the bus and refused to go to the back, she broke a law. And that was just because she was tired. It's always been that. And when you got people that, like, again, we don't control the judicial system. We don't even control laws. There's an illusion of control, or at least a little bit of something that may resemble control, like voting. But at the same time, we don't control shit. We don't make any laws. We might be on board with some laws or whatever, but we're considered as a vote. We're not considered as a person. Like right now with Kamala Harris wants the black vote. She don't want black people to really see anything, in my opinion. I think Trump wants the black vote, but don't really want black people to say a whole lot of shit. Neither. He gives black people opportunity to speak, and Kamala gives black people opportunity to speak. So they're kind of the same, but there's the lesser of two evils, and I hate using that, but at the same time, when you a minority or a black person in America, you have to choose between the lesser of two evils. And sometimes the lesser of two evils look just like you. I mean, sometimes the most evil out of the two looks like you. Sometimes the lesser of the two evils looks like them. But it's like picking between the devil and Satan. So again, when he said that let me know that, like, he don't understand it's what he's hearing. And I appreciate him saying, correct me if I'm wrong. And nobody's gonna correct him because people feel the same way, but I don't think it's that simple. But let's get back in the rest of this.
To me, it's like black hate on hate. So I think it's terrible. I think it's something that I think it's culturally wrong. And I'm probably get killed for saying this because,
I'm glad you're saying it openly. If this is the conversations that are being had,
I have it all the time.
I want to hear this.
Yeah. So I think it's wrong. I think, like, why do you not want to build everyone?
Bro, they're not having that conversation, Charlamagne. They're not having that conversation, my guy. They're not talking about that. Some of them probably talk about how fucked up it is, but they're not going to do anything. They're not going to go against the system. Like, imagine bucking against a system that keeps you on top. Not many people are going to do it. They can sympathize. They can say this is fucked up. They might do little things to poke in, but they're not going to buck the system, because ultimately it's like literally going against the system is like ultimately, like, if you're rich because of a system and you're in a position because of a system, like, you're like a billionaire. It's because of a system. I'm not taking away from your hard work, but there are people that worked harder or as hard as you that don't get these same things. And it's as simple as a relationship, a nationality, or even just you being able to come in the room and people listen to you. People even just considering your idea. Like, we come from where we created a whole bunch of shit and they only gave us credit for some of the different shit. And they don't eat off of this shit. They don't, like, the black guy that created the stoplight, he don't eat off of that shit. His family should be billionaires. Do they eat off of this shit? There's a stoplight in every country. But he created that. Do he eat off of that? Nah. The person that drew up the blueprints for Washington, D.C. was black. The people that built the White House is black. They're not rich. But guess what? Them white people that own Newports and own Pall Malls and own all them different shit, they can kill people with their product, but their family is rich. Now, guess what? They spend money telling you how bad cigarettes are, but they don't stop selling cigarettes. And their family makes money off of it. And they're proud to tell you, yeah, my dad owns Marlboro. They can't wait to tell you because they're proud of it. But when a black person say, man, my dad was the biggest pimp on so-and-so street, we're looked down upon, which it is bad. It's not good. And it's not good, but neither is selling cigarettes. Like my dad being one of the biggest pimps from Oakland, is that worse than your grandfather being the heir to the Marlboro motherfucking legacy? Like, what are we talking about? But let's get back into it, man. Let's get back into it.
One up around you. Why do you not want everyone around you to do great?
So after this interview aired, of course, and he knew it. He said it. He said, "I'm gonna get killed for this." That's exactly what started happening. But there were a lot of people online also too agreeing with him with what he said as well too. But it was controversial, right? So Michael Rubin came out yesterday with a tweet. He said, "I got a phone call from one of the people I have the most respect for in the world. They told me while they appreciate my intention, it's not my place to speak on Black culture. I get it and really appreciate the input. My intention was to say how important it is that we need to uplift each other, stop hate on each other, and push each other to win, and always root for each other's successes. My bad, much love, appreciate the feedback." And then he tagged all of us so that we saw it. And then that reignited all of the conversation about, was he out of place for speaking on different things? I know Schoolboy Q had tweeted and like reposted the video and was like, "I'm cool off this app. There's no such thing as Black on Black anything. I'm going." Meek also tweeted and spoke out. He said Rubin shouldn't be saying that type of stuff out loud. A Black man is supposed to, but nobody be saying it. It's like we only collab on songs, women, and parties. He be hearing my friends getting murdered. Like, why, Meek? I can't explain it to him in a sensible way. Then Meek said, "Y'all let somebody paid promo a video of me bunny hopping from a 5-year-old video. Silly bet. I'm a real dumb."
Listen, man, we're not about to get into what Meek Mill said. Shout out to everybody involved. I just felt like that was crazy, but I don't feel like he should apologize for it. I feel like he should stand on it. That's part of having the conversation. Do you want to have the conversation, or do you want to speak on it and go about your business? Let's have a conversation. But when we had a conversation, let's have the real conversation. Let's not just tiptoe around the shit. Let's not just make comments and go. Let's not just make comments and then go about our business. Let's have the real conversation. The real conversation is a good conversation, and Black people have it amongst themselves all the time. And we definitely, sometimes we can agree, sometimes we can't. You know what I mean? And even if we can't agree, action is not taken all the time. Sometimes there's a truce, but the truce only lasts for so long, bro. So again, maybe you started a conversation that needed to be had, but you need to not apologize for it. Stand on that shit, bro. Stand on that shit and be a part of starting a conversation. Now, what I will warn you with is you're not going to like every single comeback every time somebody comes back. But if somebody has a real conversation, maybe you can get down to the bottom of things. But guess what that conversation also talks about? It talks about people from your culture and what they contribute to this. Now, at the end of the day, when people tell you to say, well, you still make your own decisions, and that's 1,000. That's definitely 1,000. But we'll handle our shit. We appreciate you speaking on it and starting the conversation. But guess what? You need to go talk to them. Go talk to them about this, because I promise you, maybe amongst your age group or maybe amongst your peers that maybe come from the same persuasion and side that you come from, that y'all talk about and you think is fucked up. But some of them same things that's responsible for creating the conditions for what you see, you're a billionaire off of. And your family and people that come from your side make money off of that. Again, it's not to stop you. It's not to say that you're wrong. It's not even to try to get at you. It's just, guess what? When we had this conversation, I'm gonna go back and talk to the people. You go back and talk to your people. And maybe we could correspond in the middle and see what goes on. You know what I'm saying? I got my own theory what would happen if you went back and told the people that on your side what happened. And you got your theory about when I go back and tell the people what you said, what will happen with the people. But let's see. Let's see if we can start that conversation. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Michael Rubin, man. Again, I don't think he was doing anything. I don't think he was trying to do anything wrong. It comes off insensitive sometimes. It's like saying, it's like a rich guy asking a poor guy why you ain't got no Jordans. We get Jordans all the time. Why you ain't got no Jordans? Or why are y'all killing each other over Jordans? I could go buy these Jordans whenever I want to. And then we say, well, we really want them and we don't got the money. Why you don't got the money? Oh, well, you know, my parents could be lazy fucks. My parents did not believe in getting J's and shit like that. You know, they feel like they believe in other shit and they're not poor. Or they could be like, hey, nigga, I don't got the money to do that. But anyway, we about to get into this next video. There's been, you know, the LeBron to the Warriors rumor came up again. They elaborated more upon it. I'm about to pull up Laker Nation. Shout out to Laker Nation, man. It's some shit you be posting up on Facebook that I'll be looking like, nigga, you be wilding. But I know you probably got a media team. I know it's probably not necessarily you, and you might not sign off on everything, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? Niggas trying to put that shit together up over here. But we about to get into this. This been like a real thing, which is, I don't know. It came up again. It's a couple different opinions on it, but let's get into it. I'm going to let this shit play more before I say anything.
Why LeBron James and Steph Curry did not become teammates at the trade deadline this past year. I have a feeling Lakers fans won't be too thrilled with it. Plus, could they actually team up this next year, but in Golden State? I'm Trevor Lane for Lakers Nation. Subscribe right here to the channel. Let's dive into this. So the latest news on LeBron and the Warriors. We know the Warriors came knocking. They called the Lakers to find out about a trade that would have sent LeBron James to the Warriors last year at the trade deadline. And there's an interesting reason provided here why it did not happen. So this is from Mark Stein, his fantastic Substack. Said it's believed the Lakers would have reluctantly entertained trade conversations with the Warriors before last February's trade deadline if James wanted them to seriously engage Golden State on a potential deal. Okay, so the Lakers will trade LeBron James. If he wants them to trade him, he will be traded. That's
bro. That I don't believe that, man. Let's just say I don't believe that. The Lakers, I think the Lakers have thought about it a bunch of times, but I think at this point they've like hitched their wagon to LeBron, and they're gonna ride it out till he retires. Now, it's a lot of rumors on what LeBron is gonna do. It's kind of, if you know the rumors, I'm not gonna be the one to say it. I've said it before. You go check out some older shows when we're talking about that. As a matter of fact, I will go back, since I'm doing this show, I will go back and look at some of the older shows and start posting some of the shorts. We've been talking about this for a minute. Anyway, shout out to the people that checked out the older show that know what I'm talking about. But if you checking it out now, oh yeah, before I go any further, if y'all been tuning in this long, man, y'all hit the like and subscribe, man. Y'all go check out the motherfucker Off the Pull Up Pod on IG, Off the Pull Up Pod on IG, posting shit up there too. You go hit up Rare's Forum, motherfucker Strong Enemy. Go hit up Corey Rare's Forum or Corey RF. You know what I'm saying? You go hit up MGK.5900. Tap in with that. Like and subscribe and hit the notification for this page. If you tuning in to me on the if you tuning in to me on the Young Killer page, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. If you tuning in to me on the Young Killer page, go hit the other pages up, the off the Pull Up Pod and Off the Pull Up Clips. Go check them page. I'm gonna put the description. I'm gonna put the things in the description. I need to start doing that, but I'm gonna put the shit up in the description so y'all can start tapping into the other pages, man. We like what I'm about to start doing, especially, you know what I mean, when we recording. I'm gonna start giving certain shit to different pages and shit like that. And shit, eventually, I know we pre-doing it, man. Might have to do it since we still coming up off the ground. Might have to do it like that. But shit, man, y'all go in a minute. I'm putting together the motherfucking Patreon, man, and we gonna go on it from there. Like we gonna find a way to make it a different experience when y'all actually come to spend. Ain't gonna be a lot of money in the beginning, like a couple dollars or something like that, maybe like $1 a month. But we're gonna put shit up on there and try to blow that up. Not gonna take away from the motherfucking the YouTube page, but like man, like I said, we got big plans in the future, man. Like this is only the beginning of the shit. Man, we trying to stay motherfucking consistent. We pushing this shit to the next level. Shit, my bad, man. I drifted off on some other shit, man. Let's get back into this, man. Have to reel it back in.
That's it. The Lakers, they don't want to do it, but the Lakers are willing to trade LeBron James if he were to ask for a trade. Now, keep in mind, under his new contract, he now has a no trade clause. That can certainly complicate things because it means if the trade is not to LeBron's liking, he can just say, no, thank you. And the trade is dead. So keep that in mind. But let's continue on here. Get a little nervous on this. League sources say the reported talks between the teams at the time never got that far, in large part because James' agent, Rich Paul, was adamantly opposed to the idea of James swapping Southern California for Northern California. Sources say Paul implored both teams to scrap the concept despite some owner-to-owner dialogue between the Warriors' Joe Lacob and Lakers' Jeannie Buss and Draymond.
Do you really think that Rich Paul could stop anything that LeBron? Do you think Rich Paul could stop anything LeBron want to do basketball wise? I'll just ask that question. I'm not going to elaborate on it. Do you think this trade didn't go through because Rich Paul was sitting up telling LeBron? And do you think Rich Paul could tell both teams not to do this against LeBron? Like, do you think Rich Paul has that much control over LeBron's career? Now, listening to him and strongly considering what he's saying is different between he want to do it and LeBron say, nah, he want to do it and Rich Paul like, nah, don't do this shit. I don't think these conversations happen. Not on a real level. Now, do I think LeBron is real strategic? Yeah, LeBron is very strategic. Like, I don't think that the offseason happened when he was on the Cavaliers and then he just went to the motherfucking Lakers. I don't think the offseason just happened when he was on the Cavaliers and he just went to the fucking Heat. I think all of that shit was set up. Different trades happened. All type of different shit happened. So, I mean, again, my number one thing, the game is rigged. So it's always going to be rigged in a certain type of way to fuck with it. But I don't think Rich Paul got that much control over LeBron where he can veto a thing that LeBron really want to do. Just in my opinion. But what do you think? Leave in the comment section. Yay or nay.
California. Sources say Paul implored both teams to scrap the concept despite some owner-to-owner dialogue between the Warriors' Joe Lacob and Lakers' Jeannie Buss and Draymond Green's determination to lobby James to push for relocation to the Bay Area, largely because he wanted to insulate James from potential backlash over switching teams for the fourth time in his career. Oh boy. Okay, so last year at the trade deadline, there were talks, that word got out that Joe Lacob called Jeannie Buss and said, hey, let's talk LeBron trade. We would like to bring LeBron to the Warriors. You guys are just kind of sticking around right now. What do you think? And Jeannie, rather than just say no, LeBron's one of our stars, Jeannie said, well, ask LeBron, see what LeBron thinks. And the Warriors reached out to LeBron, and LeBron said, no, thank you. I would prefer to not do that, ultimately. Now, the reason, though, what we wanted to hear was LeBron loves the Lakers. LeBron, he believes in their future. He believes in the front office, all of that sort of stuff. And there was a little bit of that out there. But now from Mark Stein, Rich Paul saying no because he didn't want the backlash, not because he loves the Lakers, loves LA. And maybe that stuff is still the case.
You know what's crazy? That made me look at Rich Paul. If this is true, allegedly, if this is true, that make me look at that nigga a certain type of way. Why the fuck you ain't gonna ride it out with your homie, bro? Like, this nigga took you from the airport selling fucking throwback jerseys to being the top fucking agent in the sports industry. Like, one of the top. Like, your name is mentioned. And when you start managing hockey players and football players and fucking like, what you call that shit, boxers and shit, I think that would be a good thing if LeBron probably could do that. Like, he'd have a lane with that. But just on some real shit, your nigga brought you in this far. This nigga had you intern, and then when you was ready, he fired his agent that was getting him money right before his biggest deal and let you get credit for it. I feel like if you could answer a phone and you can talk cool and you can do research and you have the price that LeBron wants for anything, and you can stand by a phone and not get overpressured and make sure you talk to LeBron and you go back with a deal, and then once you know, you like, okay, I told him this. When you get to the point from where you ask them and say, hey man, these niggas want to do this. I told them you might be interested if they give you this amount of money. You say yeah or nay. I feel like anybody could do that. Like, the man is like, they changed the rules for being an agent because of him. And he pulled the race card. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, nigga, all of this shit you got because of LeBron, you got to represent a nigga that's your homie. Why the fuck you wouldn't ride it out for LeBron if he wanted to go to the Lakers? I mean, go to the Warriors. Guess what? I don't want him to go to the Warriors. But if he wanted to go to the Warriors, why the fuck you just say, cool, it's all good? You talking about you don't want the backlash? Sucky shit, bro. Like, all the shit that I'm talking on this podcast, if any of my homies did the same thing that LeBron did for that nigga, I wouldn't give a fuck what he want to do. I'm gonna tell him how I feel. But if he say, hey, I ain't gonna lie, I just really want to go to the Lakers. All right, man, you know it's gonna be backlash, but fuck it, let's go do it. Let's go push the line. Like, nigga, you gotta ride with that shit, bro. It's not to say that you don't say your opinion, but you gotta ride with that shit because that nigga brought you to where you at, bro. You would be nothing without LeBron. No disrespect. It's no disrespect to your hard work. It's not saying you didn't do no hard work, bro. But your nigga put you on. You in a position that a whole bunch of people wish they was in, and you gonna say that? Now, again, LeBron might not care. LeBron might be like, whatever. This might be a play between him and LeBron, just put it in the press. I don't, if that's true, that's some sucker shit.
But the main thing is that he didn't want the backlash of LeBron switching teams again. And you think about the backlash that Kevin Durant got when he joined the Golden State Warriors back in the day. It probably wouldn't be quite that bad, but still, he didn't want that kind of backlash. That was the main driving factor for why LeBron wanted to stay with the Lakers instead of getting traded to the Warriors. And then LeBron goes and plays with Team USA this summer. Anthony Davis, LeBron James playing on the same team. They win the gold medal in the Olympics. Fantastic. It was a blast. But boy, LeBron and Steph sure looked like they had a good time. In fact, such a good time that we started to question, could the Lakers try to trade for Steph Curry? While also bringing up the idea that maybe the Warriors aren't going to give up their pursuit of trying to bring LeBron to Golden State. What if LeBron's time with Steph Curry was so much fun that he says, yeah, Glash, let's play together in Golden State? What could such a trade look like? Well, it's actually pretty crazy. Here's the deal. This is what a trade could look like. Now, in most situations, because this is fascinating. In most situations, these two teams would not be able to trade with each other, period. because both are first-tier apron teams, which means that one team is going to wind up taking back more salary than the other team, which can't happen. Can't happen. If you are a first-tier apron team, you're above that first-tier apron, you have to send out more salary than you take back in a trade. That's one of the restrictions. I think it's one of the more punitive restrictions of the new collective bargaining agreement. But in this case, because of the inclusion of Cam Reddish, who's on a minimum contract, and all of the numbers are just close enough to just barely squeak this one by.
Hold on. They still got Cam Reddish. Yeah, I gotta look some shit up. I'm gonna play the rest of this shit. How the fuck do they got Cam Reddish still on the contract? That's crazy, man.
The Lakers can count Cam Reddish as salary going out on their end. The Warriors can absorb him via a minimum exception and don't have to count him as salary coming in on their side, which is just barely enough for technically both sides to send out more money than they're receiving back in a trade. Now, it's possible they could still expand this to a 3-team deal, but it's crazy that this actually works, and this loophole actually makes it so the two first-tier apron teams could trade with each other. But here's the deal. LeBron, Gabe Vincent, and Cam Reddish going to the Golden State Warriors. So you've got a little bit of value. The Lakers shedding the longer-term salary 2-year deal left of Gabe Vincent in the trade here. Coming back to the Lakers, Andrew Wiggins. That may honestly be the deal breaker right there, because Wiggins has 2 years left under contract after this one. Second year is a team option. That's not good. D'Anthony Melton, only a...
But that Wiggins contract would still be cool. I don't know. Maybe I believe in Wiggins more than everybody else. He had like 2 down years. He could have been MVP in the championship when they played against Boston, but, Steph started cooking a little bit more and stuff like that. And, the politics go where it go. I'm not saying Steph didn't deserve it. I'm saying Wiggins could have got it too. And that's only a couple years ago, man. But I get it though. I know how to, it's a what have you done for me now type league, especially when niggas is making $30 million and shit. Like Wiggins making he came in making 30, he still make 30 on a new contract and shit like that. So I get it. I totally understand. So, but I don't think Wiggins is an ultimate down point. I think it's a contract. I think because at that point when you trade LeBron, you still got fucking AD. AD and Wiggins, I think could be good, but then it's give AD a chance to actually kill. AD could kill with some shooters. If they put shooters around AD, listen, man. I think people give AD a bad rap, and rightfully so, because he had these type of teams. A lot of Pelican teams is better than the Lakers teams, but AD, I think AD learned a lot being with the Lakers, because I know this nigga probably sitting up I don't really want a team with a whole it can't be this again no more. AD came in as a little nigga as he should, but that nigga came in being the man on his team, bro. He gave that up to come be with LeBron just to win him a championship. And in the beginning, it's probably I just wanted a championship and learn from the best. Even young, naive shit. I think if AD talk about it, the money, he been getting the money and all that shit, but I don't think he's liked a lot of him being with the Lakers. Just my opinion. And I think if you put Wiggins with AD and a couple other people that's around that could do something, you got Connect. Shit, you got Bronny. You never know. Bronny, the best situation for Bronny might be for his dad not to be there. And him finding out that, hey, I can't talk to you. I call you whenever the fuck I call you, but you play for another team. I can't talk to you. You shouldn't want to sit up and talk to me. Because at that point, guess what? Bronny is the nigga that's sitting around That might be a good thing for Bronny. Bronny might have a better time playing. He might get better and learn how to find his way through shit owned the Lakers without him, but just him and AD. Like, yeah. And I know people might be laughing like, nigga, AD somebody dick homie, but AD is a whole lot of people big homies. He just don't act like it. AD is a whole lot of niggas big homie. It's a whole lot of niggas out here that can't fuck with AD. So let's not get that twisted. When AD came to the Lakers, he was better than LeBron. LeBron just played more games. He was better than LeBron. Point blank, period. He should have won MVP. He could have won MVP if it wasn't COVID. And they still was trying to give it to LeBron. The only thing LeBron led in was fucking assists. AD played more minutes, had more blocks, more steals, more points, better field goal percentage, everything. Shot better free throws, the whole nine. He was like a candidate for Defensive Player of the Year, but this is what I'm saying, man. Like it's crazy, but the bubble happened. So let's get back into it. I'm gonna play a little bit more, and then I'm gonna go on to
a 1-year contract. I wish it was longer because I liked Anthony Melton a lot, but only a 1-year contract. So I guess there's at least some flexibility into the future. Gary Payton II, only 1 year on his deal. So there's future flexibility. And then the young talent they've been getting, Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody. I know people will say, where's Brandon Podziemski? The Warriors were not willing to include him in a deal for Lauri Markkanen. I would be shocked if they would include him in a trade.
But I don't understand. What they think so much of this man. But I'm gonna give him a chance. I don't see what he sees. Like, he got more minutes as a rookie than Kuminga. Like, what are we doing? I don't understand. I really don't understand. But we about to see.
For LeBron James, and the math was so close already that trying to get Podziemski into this deal would be extremely, extremely difficult. Maybe you could do like a Podziemski for Jalen Hood-Schifino in this. I think that in theory should work. But again, I tried to ground this in reality a little bit. I would imagine the Warriors would probably not be interested in doing that. And again, this is where things get difficult. Remember, LeBron James has that no trade clause. So if there are players coming back to the Lakers, LeBron likes, LeBron could just say, well, wait. No, I don't want that guy to be in there. I want to go to Golden State and play with that guy. I want to play with Pods. I want to play with Jonathan Kuminga or whoever. And that's where the value the Lakers get back for LeBron James may not be what you would hope.
Oh, man. Shout out to Laker Nation, man. Maybe I took a little bit too long because I was talking on that shit, man. But go check out the rest of that interview, man. I wanted to get into my guy, Carcino. My nigga Carcino definitely has something to say about this shit. Nigga definitely has something to say about that. So we about to get into some of the shit that he was talking about, man. Let's get to
it. First of all, Rich Paul ain't gonna make a basketball decision about LeBron James without consulting with LeBron James. LeBron's gonna make that decision, and Rich Paul is just gonna roll along with the idea. So if LeBron wanted to go, that would have been LeBron's idea to go.
Fair use,
Nobody
man.
Else's. Then he said, league sources say that it was reported. League sources said it was reported that the talks between the two teams wasn't going to get that far. They don't want LeBron. Golden State didn't want LeBron on the team.
The nigga said they didn't want LeBron. I swear to God, that's what I was thinking. But, man, I've seen stranger things. Let's get back to it, man. Shout out to Carcino for life, man. Hey, man, don't take my shit down, man. I just thought this shit was funny. I only caught a little bit of it, but this shit is hilarious. Let's get back into it, man.
LeBron. Golden State didn't want LeBron on the team. If they got LeBron, what the hell is Draymond Green gonna do? Huh? No, LeBron want to go there, and he wants Steph to come to the Lakers. He don't want to leave the Lakers. He wants Steph to come to the Lakers. So he gonna leave Bronny. he gonna do? Take Bronny with him to Golden State? He's not gonna have that luxury that he think he has at Golden State. They know that. They don't want that show. All of this is about is to get everybody excited about the idea of LeBron and Steph on the same team. Look how they did in the Olympics. They were good in the All-Star game. It's all about Steph and Bron. Why is it always somebody else got to come save this bum?
Hey, that make a good point. That make a good point. I don't know if he would leave his son, but like I was saying, like I think maybe him leaving his son might be the situation that make the best sense for his son to succeed. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Let's get back into it.
Did you know that LeBron James, there was never glazing losers. Nobody glazed losers. They only praised winners. We never did that in sports until LeBron James.
That's a fact. I don't know about it if it's just because of LeBron James, but it definitely happened around that same time. I'm dead serious. Like, trust me, the Buffalo Bills made it to the Super Bowl 4 times. That meant they had to go through their whole division, even if they came in with a bad record, but they came in with like a regular record, and they made it to the playoffs, and they killed everybody, but they lost to the last nigga. They did it 4 times in a row. Nobody never said anything for years, and I remember that shit. I remember when they kept going, and they was literally losing by field goals. Like, they was losing by field goals at the end of the game, and it literally went wide right. Like, it got to a point where they called them wide right. But they won so many games. If they'd have won 1 Super Bowl, that people would have respected it. They went 4 times in a row. Nobody's ever done that. Nobody's ever done that. You want to know who went 4 times in a row? LeBron. 4 times in a row. Like, what are we talking about? Like, LeBron went 9 times and won 4. He went 9 times and won 4. And everybody is like, oh my God. Like, it's never been done like that. You gotta understand, Tom Brady stayed in the league because he wanted to beat Joe Montana. Everybody said Joe Montana, fucking Dan Marino, like, it's other good quarterbacks, but Joe Montana, Dan Marino, them was the guys. Guess what? Joe Montana, who had 4, like, he was like the Jordan before Jordan. He 4 Super Bowl championships in a row. He never lost, and he was the Finals MVP. Like, he was the MVP of the Super Bowl every time. So, like, Brady was like, at one point, Brady started trying to do that. That's why Brady stayed. I think he stayed longer than 10 years, but he I think like 7-3. He lost 2 to Eli. This is how crazy it is. Eli Manning beat Tom Brady. Eli Manning beat Tom Brady when they was undefeated. They had Randy Moss, they had everybody on the team. And they was 8-8. And they beat an undefeated team, a team that hadn't lost. Since the beginning of the season, now we're in the Super Bowl, they never lost. They didn't lose in the season. They didn't lose in the playoffs. You can't lose in the playoffs. But they went undefeated, made it to the playoffs, didn't lose in the playoffs, got to the last game. Eli Manning beat him. And they said, come down on 1 catch. Guess what? A lot of Tom Brady Super Bowls really came down to a field goal. It was only a few games. It was only a few times, like, later on, that he was throwing, like, that nigga was throwing motherfucking touchdowns. And they was throwing touchdowns to motherfucking at the end of the game. Like, niggas was kicking field goals. So we definitely didn't salute the losers. You know how that go, man. We never salute the losers. But I don't know if it's LeBron, but it definitely came around that time. That's when participation trophies and all that type of shit came out. Like it started getting wild. You know what I'm saying? But again, it is what it is. Let's get back into it.
Winners. We never did that in sports until LeBron James. That's it. Once he came around, it was okay to be a loser. Oh, LeBron lost, but at least he got there. But he had to go through. Look at what the man went through. The man should get a trophy. They should just give him a ring just because he went there. Nobody glorified losing until this guy came around. Next thing you know, everybody getting participation trophies. Well, at least they participated. Give them a trophy. Yeah, you get something too. You are a winner. No, you're not. The other team won. They're the winners. You're the losers. So it pushes you to a frame of you don't have to work for nothing. You're going to get a trophy anyway. What difference does it make? So this is why this guy is what he is and why the league is in the peril it is. Let's create a playoff. So LeBron can't make the playoffs. We got to have a play-in, which he's in almost every year, just so he can try to get in the playoffs.
That's funny. LeBron was happy that it was a play-in tournament, and then he got mad because he almost didn't make it the second year. He said, I don't know who the fuck created this shit. See, I'm definitely going to produce a little bit better because I got something literally that could have came right after that. But let's get back into it. LeBron definitely was with it, and then when he almost didn't make it.
Because mathematically, they would be eliminated. So let's talk reality. Oh, he can't win an NBA championship. Let's make an in-season tournament. Yeah, we gotta have LeBron win that. We're gonna screw over every other team that's there because it's only for LeBron to win it. We gotta give him a consolation prize. Because he's not going to win a championship this year. He's going to be unhappy and pout. So let's give him this in-season tournament to shut him up. So he can have something to celebrate. Yeah, we won. Yeah, woo, champagne. Yeah, boy, we back. No one even remembers it.
Hey, man. Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
It just confuses people. The casuals is like, didn't the Lakers just win something? They thought that was the NBA championship. I remember my uncle picked me up, thought like, wait a minute, the playoffs is already? The hell going on here? It's Tuesday night, and then the players just snuck up on me. No, this in-season tournament crap. He was, oh man, I'm glad you told me something. You see what I'm saying? This stuff is crazy.
but hey man, look, I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I'm gonna keep it 1,000, man. I'm gonna stop it right there, man. Shout out to Carcino. That nigga is keeping it 1,000, man. Like, what are we doing? In-season tournament, and then y'all happen to be the first people to actually fucking do it. Y'all win the shit. But then y'all barely make the playoffs. What does that mean? And then it's $1 million. Like, this shit is crazy, man. And man, again, I'll tell you what, we're at that hour mark. About to close it out, man. Shout out to the motherfucking people that tune in. Shout out to the people that support. You know what I'm saying? If you've been looking at it this long, salute to you. Definitely appreciate it. Let a nigga know what you disagree with, man. Do you disagree with anything a nigga saying tonight? And if you got some videos, hey man, shoot them in, man. Give you a shout out. Shit, maybe even bring you up in this motherfucker to talk about it, man. But salute to everybody that's been supporting. Salute to everybody that's been fucking with it, man. We about to get up out of here, man. You know how we always do. We fuck with the tunes and shit, man. Play this motherfucking Bodie James with Nicholas Craven. Shout out to Cuz. You know what I'm saying? Niggas doing shit. Hey, man. Shout out to my nigga Roman the Poet. You know what I'm saying? Niggas definitely cooking up some shit. Go check out that motherfucking Poet from the motherfucking Deep. We played the song Eyes Wide in the beginning of the show. We did the interview. Y'all go check that interview. That interview was definitely a great interview, and we definitely went through the music. You know what I'm saying? And go check out Roman the Poet on IG, motherfucking YouTube, all the different all the different DSPs, man. Check out that motherfucking Poet from the Deep. Definitely got some shit going on in the future. Go shout out, go look up motherfucking my nigga Corey, my nigga See the Shooter. You know what I'm saying? Rarest Form. We got some new shit coming out. Niggas been putting it out. Like I said, matter of fact, let's run it. We run this shit again at the end of the show.
Look, niggas all upset at how I ball and stack. Never ran a toad, I got a flawless rep. Day I went legit when I became a threat. No excuses for your failures after.
Hey, man. Y'all go check that shit the fuck out, man. That shit about to pop up in a minute. Definitely limited edition. It's only gonna be a few made, man. So definitely tap in so you can get your shit. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Fred Hampton. You know what I'm saying? We pushing the motherfucking culture. We pushing the motherfucking culture. So at the end of the day, you know how we do it over here. Shout out to all the homies. Shout out to my nigga Gotti. Shout out to my nigga motherfucking Roman. Shout out to R&B Aaron. Shout out to motherfucking Roach. Shout out to motherfucking Gangland motherfucking TV. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go check out Gangland. And on behalf of Off the Pull Up, man, we about to get the fuck up out of here, man. Call it a night. Salute to everybody that been tuning in on the motherfucking shit like that too. I know I said it, but salute to everybody that been tuning in. Let's get into it.
Shots ring out. People shout. I'm hit, Lord, I'm hurt. Another round has left the gun. Another battle has begun. Maybe it's all a bad dream. Like an old-time movie on a worn-out silver screen. Ceasefire. Oh, that is my desire. Oh, ceasefire. Oh, that is my desire. Oh. All the way.
How rich am I? I still can hear the air shots from the trailer hitch on that semi. SRT on that Glico, 33 in that Gen 5. My little niggas wigging to turn the beef to a ribeye. The shots rang out, heading in my direction. Bopping Taj Mahal, bringing a whole 50 guap out. We pop out at your party, free Karoof, Dooley, and Shark. Cough up in lung where I'm from, like I grew up in Marcy. Have on Preston Bubble for the times, and we ain't had anything. You spin a deuce. Shit look like I'm trying to two-track a sample. Spray your block and tag your whip up. These niggas know we doubles. Duct tape on the handle on the stick, look like a Roman candle. Why they keep watching reruns? I heard
this show was canceled. All the business getting stood on. Every issue gon' get handled. Every pistol gon' get brandished. These niggas families. Since he keep making death wishes, every wish is gon' get granted. Bo James, I'm the honcho. The we from humble county, but the blow came from Toronto. Open road on the highway, slow lane in the Tahoe. Roll with them 50s on boys, but don't fuck with no 5-0. 7-6 with the gang and them Canadians. We bounce up out that cutting up that Draco at your cranium. When shots rang out, they know we brought out Kimmy K again. She quick to fidget through your neighborhood and take a spin.
Shots ring out. People shout.
Hey.
I'm here to